You turn that up. Okay. I'm Max. I'm tall.
I'm Samson, and I'm small.
I'm Teddy K, and I'm also tall.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, fuck you, Samson.
Okay. Now begins the small talk part that we try to seem casual, even though it's on purpose to get us into more conversation.
Okay.
And I ruined it by explaining it, but some people like the behind the scenes.
AKA BTS.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like the K-pop band?
That's my
BTS.
favorite kind of BTS.
Life goes on, baby.
Yo, I was a little
BTS.
too late for the K-pop movement, but actually I think I was right there like when it kicked off because it was like Gangnam Style, and then after that it was just no stopping. It was all Korea all the time.
Like an echo in the forest. I don't know the rest. BTS. Okay, Teddy, what's if you were summed up into Spark Notes, what are they? What's lesson 1?
Probably diagnosably autistic.
Word.
Not a lot of stage presence. I'm very much a stand in place and mumble at the crowd. I make a lot of crude jokes. I just watched X last night, and so that flashed me right back to the cutaways. 70s porn was the time to be in, you know.
We can get 70s porn right now.
Oh, is there a stock music just 70s?
No, but yeah. But we'd still get 70s porn. I guess we could get music too, but
Hell yeah, we can turn it into a podcast just commentating on what Debbie Does Dallas or some shit.
we could react to porn if you'd like. But first, you have a McCall adjacent story.
I do have a McCall adjacent story. What's the ground? Have you talked about McCall before on this podcast?
We're both
Never,
from
actually.
McCall, but we have not talked about it a lot.
You're both from McCall? Okay, I got a McCall adjacent story, yeah. So I used to do like flagging in the summers, like road construction flagging.
Yeah.
And one summer I was placed right at that pass between like McCall and like New Meadows, right? Mm-hmm. So that was pretty boring, right? That's just boring. Saw the pass. It was really cool. Summer. Flash forward to like a year and a half. I have like a break, and I'm just like, I need to like just walk and never stop, like Forrest Gump style, you know. And it's just like I'm gonna keep on running. So I started a circuit that went from Boise, Spokane, Tri-Cities, Seattle, down the coast, Bend, back.
Dang.
You walked?
I hitchhiked,
Oh.
the entire way. Well, but that pass from like McCall to like New Meadows was the one place that I could not hitch a ride at. And so when I started it, it was dry. Like it was late winter, right during Snowmageddon, right? Mm-hmm. It hadn't started yet. I was like, this winter is going to be super dry. It's going to be a great winter to hitchhike in. And then right when the big dump happened,
oh fuck,
was McCall down through New Meadows. So I was just trudging through snow, and then I passed that same place that I did flagging
in the summer.
Yeah, and so it was just like, whoa, like real dualistic experience out here. Meanwhile, I'm like developing like frostbite and shit. But I'm like, this is really spiritual, man. This is crazy.
Would you do it again?
Would I do it again? Not in January. Definitely. I wouldn't mind doing something like that again, but at the time that I did it, it was like, if I don't do this now, I'm never going to do it. So I was like 24, 25.
Okay.
And now I'm like, I actually, if I leave for more than like, 2 weeks, 3 weeks at a time, it could like foundationally destroy my life.
Sure.
But I don't know, maybe.
The night is young.
Yeah, we'll see how far life pushes me this year.
I heard that the people that do you just held like slow and stop sign, let people through. Okay. Yeah. I heard that in Idaho, I think at least, most of that job is like the same family, at least on like main roads or something.
Yeah, so there's
it's a little incestual.
I've also heard this.
There's a lot of like temp agencies that will hire out, but then there's also like companies that will provide for the training and do like classes and stuff that have been in that industry for like a long time. So like a little bit further from Caldwell, there's like a family that's been doing it for 3 or 4 generations that
It's really good at.
Yeah. They got tons of practice, you know.
I jerk off constantly.
You would be.
I
great
could spin
for
a
that.
sign.
Yeah, you'd be great for it. Yeah.
Not even the full way around.
Have you ever like done like tried like sign spin like the sign spinners on the corners, like doing the big twirls and stuff?
You know, one of my first jobs was through a temp agency in like Fruitland, where I graduated high school around, and literally they wanted you to like dress up in a clown suit in the middle of summer and just like wave a flag, being like, "File your taxes here." And I did that for like 2 hours and saw like one of my high school teachers drive by, and I was like, fuck this. I'm not doing it. And then they had like another kid that I went to high school with doing that job, and he did that for like 3 months. He just would not quit.
That's brutal. My sister did that for Spirit Halloween or whatever.
Okay, fuck yeah.
And you get to if you do it for them, you get to choose your costume that you wear on the street. And this fucking dumb bitch chose a gorilla costume.
Oh man.
And then
She's a swimsuit.
and then would like bitch about it afterwards. Be like, "It's so hot in my costume." And I'm like, "You chose the gorilla suit." But me and my brother would use that gorilla suit in like their subdivision in Caldwell. And there'd be like a group of kids like playing or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of us would like take off from around the corner and we'd come running, like sprinting down, like, run for your fucking lives. And then the other one of us would come around the corner, like in the gorilla suit, like kind of doing like a all fours, like run at him. And all the kids would freak out.
Dude, was this before Harambe?
Yes.
Oh man.
Of course, I would
Yeah.
never.
Yeah. Harambe was 2016.
Yeah, after Harambe, you know, that could have gotten you shot.
Yeah, probably.
Just feel like, oh no, there's a strain of gorillas attacking children.
Gorillas hate kids.
I get it.
I get it too.
Yeah. Harambe did
I
this
must be
right.
a gorilla. Small talk done. So stand up.
I'm ready.
Wait, actually, one more note.
Yeah.
With the road spinner things, I think the reason that made me think that they're all related is so 90% of them all look like dog shit.
Yeah.
They look like they're just so, and I think it might just be the job.
My dad
But-
told me that one time. I remember when I was a kid. So maybe your dad told you that too.
Well, here's the deal is like if you're doing a job where you're standing in the sun for 10, 12 hours a day, you're going to look like leather at the end of it.
True.
You're just going to be burnt to shit. Like I used to have to shave my head in order to like keep cool enough.
Oh, that's so brutal. You get hazard pay though.
Yeah, you do. And if it's federal, your pay is something like $28 to $32 an hour.
That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, when I was doing it in Spokane, I was union. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Dude, we need more unions in this country.
We have unions in this country, just not in right to work states, which
Woot.
yeah, that's part of Idaho's economic viability. That's why so many large corporations move up here and
Yeah.
yeah. You already know.
Yeah.
Start sobbing on your podcast.
It's okay. We're the pretty good business and we do things pretty good around here.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, you should be able to eat off doing things pretty good, you
that's
know?
right.
At
That's
least.
right.
At
So
Just want to eat. That's all.
Hell yeah.
how long you been doing stand up?
I've been doing stand-up since October of last year.
Okay.
I know. People are surprised. They're like, you've been doing it that long and you're only getting... Like,
Really?
yeah,
I thought you would have been doing it like honestly like 2-3 years.
Oh, man. But then you see me on a bad day. And you're like, yeah, this guy...
What's your favorite musical?
My favorite musical?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite musical, Max?
Singing in the Rain.
Seeing that's solid. Okay. Favorite musical... West Side Story is solid.
Fuck yeah. The new one or the old one?
I really liked the new one just because I hate the main male lead.
Ansel Igor, or
Yeah, 'cause
what's
he's
his
always
name?
like, Maria. And it's like, shut the fuck up. I want.
That's why you don't like him?
It's annoying as shit. Yeah, I want to punch him so hard in his upper mouth that it straightens his overbite.
First of all, Tony is like that in the first one too.
Yeah, it's awful.
But there's way more other reasons to not like Ansel Igor. What's because of his thing, you know?
Yeah. Because of that thing.
That little thing, that young thing.
Sorry, people are gonna be like, "What's the thing?" It's like we can't say it now. He'll get canceled, you know.
I mean, he kind of did, I think, but then he got West Side Story, and it's fine now, apparently.
I do like Sweeney Todd also.
Fuck yeah.
But not because of Tim Burton, but because I really like
Josh Groban in the new Broadway cast.
Yeah, Josh Groban. No. What's his name? Stephen Sondheim.
Oh, yeah.
Sondheim. He's solid. And he's also like kind of like mean with a sense of humor, which I dig.
I mean, he did West Side Story and Sweeney Todd. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
I don't like, what is it? Out of the Woods? Into the Woods?
Mm-hmm.
Not a big fan of that one, mostly because it has that late night guy on it.
Corden.
Yeah.
Oh. Ugh.
Fuck that dude.
Yeah, that dude sucks. Everybody knows it.
Yeah, is there?
I really liked him in The Prom.
He just got his show canceled.
Yeah, canceled? I thought he quit.
No, I'm pretty sure it got canceled because it had no viewers.
I don't think that's why. I think it ended.
Well, like what? The only way.
What other late night show do you know that just ends?
I don't know.
Conan's, but that was a tragedy.
That's a whole other situation.
Yeah. Fuck Jay Leno too while we're at it.
And his dumbass chin.
Who has a chin like that, huh?
Well, not him anymore. Didn't he like burn it off? The words of people got to him.
I don't know. The last time I saw a picture of Jay Leno, I just saw a face and like no facial features.
No, he gained so much retirement weight it disappeared, you
know. Anyways.
Yeah, what's your favorite musical? Yeah.
Shorty.
Fuck, dude. I'm not as well versed in musicals as you guys are.
Just throw the first one that you've seen.
The first musical that comes to mind is always Mary Poppins.
Okay.
Well,
I saw it in London when I was a kid.
Callan.
I was expecting you to say Moulin Rouge, and then I'd have to beat you
Ooh,
up.
fuck yeah, dude.
No.
Wait, you don't like Moulin? Why?
Okay, so like, I can say this as a queer individual hating other queer individuals. I fucking hate Baz Luhrmann.
Okay.
I feel like he panders all the fucking time. Elvis came out, and I don't know. It's the same with like that Nip Tuck American Horror Story guy, Ryan Murphy, that keeps on getting shows made. Both of them are like a version of queer that I want to distance myself from.
So, do you not like the movie or
Moulin
like
Rouge?
the songs or like?
I don't know. I don't like the whole like overblown, like exaggerated, like trying to put importance in it just because there's fireworks everywhere and like
Bohemia.
Bohemia. Yeah, it's his fault that there's a trend of that too. Feel like, yeah, we're bohemians. It's like, no, you're living off of inherited money. You're not bohemian.
Okay, fair enough.
Like crust punks, you know? It's like, yeah, I'm just out here on the streets with no lifeline. And it's like, no, you're not.
But, damn, I mean, it's one of those, I want to seem cool and be like, yeah, fuck Moulin Rouge, but I really like Moulin Rouge. And
I
think
know,
I like the songs.
I know I'm not giving the supportive energy, but there's a whole community out there that will stand behind you and support your support of Moulin Rouge over whatever I have to say about it, because it's a cult classic.
Well, you can tell everybody.
Don't you just...
This is your song. If I'm being really honest, I'm more of a slut for the Broadway version. With Aaron Tveit, I like him a lot, and I think there's a lot of other versions of Moulin Rouge that are done really well, and that's what's tough with any musical that's been made into a movie adaptation. Is a lot of people think it's like that's how it should be.
Yeah.
But
well, All right, I gotta take back my answer for my favorite musical because, like, actually, I do like musicals because I'm cultured.
Good shit.
Sorry.
Fucking, I love The Producers, dude.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like, I
Make it gay, dude.
I have to think like back to like when that movie first came out in the 60s and like Springtime for Hitler was first like unleashed into the world. Just like an audience full of people that like it's a fresh memory, right? It's 20 years ago and they're just faced with like that imagery.
I fucking love The Producers.
I need to get cultured.
It's okay. We can get cultured together. You can show me a side of things that I've never seen.
Yeah.
And I can show you a side of things that you've never seen.
Ask him about a skater.
Are you a skater?
I have not been skating as of late.
Well, I don't know what you can talk about then.
As a skater.
I'm out of ideas. What's your culture?
What's my culture?
Okay.
Redneck.
You then.
I'm also redneck culture.
Redneck.
Yeah.
Redneck.
Yeah. I come from a long line of Irish rednecks.
Hell yeah. Yo, as someone that grew up in northern Idaho, a lot of Irish rednecks. Up there. I'm like a weird half breed where it's like part of my family is like Czech and Polish, and then the other half is like Italian. Got some German in there too, so it's like an axis of evil type of thing. But yeah, I'm like I grew up in small towns the majority of my life. Like I don't know. I'm proud to be a redneck until it starts getting co-opted by people who are Nazis, and then I'm like, no, you stay away from my culture.
Yeah, you're not real
I just
redneck.
like blowing stuff up.
yeah.
I like things that go fast and they go boom.
I like bitching about my job and making sure that my meemaw gets paid.
That's like really noble.
I mean, yeah, like
Call me old fashioned, but
I was reading this article the other day, and people are gonna think that this is like an overstep, right? To be like, oh, I'm white, but I'm not privileged. That's not it at all. But
I'm not like other white people.
yeah, but like the phrases like like the Turner phrase like redneck, like white trash, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it comes from white supremacy purely because it's like, well, you as a white person are born with privilege. What are you doing not living up to the standards of what the ideal white person should be in society? Like, why are you hanging out with all this riffraff? Like, why are you content working a job that doesn't pay you enough? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm like, I don't know. Like, maybe a house is enough. Like, maybe having a community is enough. Like, maybe having a part-time job so you can do what you care about on the off time is enough.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Redneck.
Redneck.
But you know what else is sick? Jet skis.
Jet skis.
Jet skis in my front yard.
I do. Boise is primo jet ski territory.
Dude, I see people jet skiing down in the river by Horseshoe Bend all the time.
Yeah.
That shit's redneck.
Oh, man.
Jet
Lewiston?
skiing in a river.
Dude, Lewiston, the Snake River on Lewiston.
Oh, yeah.
Redneck as fuck.
Dude, I remember going out to the dunes in Moscow and to like the cliffs out there, like on the Snake River and shit, and like
Dude.
you'd be out there like just partying like in college and stuff, and all of a sudden some like old dudes come riding up on their jet boat, and they're like, "What's up? You guys want some beers?"
We look out for our kind around here.
Go Vandals!
Oh my gosh. Speaking of, I met someone who also had a cackle today.
Oh shit!
And they would also do it after everything they said. But they were rich as shit.
Oh,
and so it was
no.
annoying.
Yes. See,
Right.
Out of touch cackles are the worst cackles.
Here's an example, word for word. My Tesla's in the shop, and I rented this car, but it was cheaper in the long run to just start financing a new Tesla while this one's in the shop.
Oh
No,
my
thanks.
god,
Yeah.
dude! I would like kill myself. I think.
No, part of my
Holy
soul
shit.
did just die
What
for
the
a moment.
Yeah, doesn't that like hurt your feelings?
Yeah, man.
Well, I don't know.
Put my luchador mask on and run away.
I try. Okay, so I try not to. Yeah, wait a minute. Do it again. Start rapping. I don't know. That's too much.
Ted,
Not a
DK.
freestyler.
Freestyler?
No, a lot of my friends in college would be like, let's freestyle. I'm like, let's not.
Wait, did one of them start like beatboxing, but they put too much spit behind it, so they're just spraying all their...
The annoying thing is a lot of people that are good at freestyling are like SoundCloud rappers, where they're musicians in the sense that they have a SoundCloud account and that's kind of it. And a lot of their freestyles are the same rap about fucking girls or doing drugs, and they don't really divert from that. And if you tell them to rap about a specific thing, they get a little like, they'll try, but it usually always comes back to bust a nut and then fucking girls did a line off her ass and it's. I feel like
That
once
was
you
pretty
have
good,
that,
actually.
Yeah.
it's not. That's because it's not hard to.
That went hard.
Yo, speaking of diversion, fuck Christchurch. I would like to bring it to that fucking topic. Y'all know what's going on?
Yeah, I do. I'm pretty well versed in the subject of Christchurch up in Moscow right now.
I
That's
am
why bought
to
that
Christchurch as Samson is to musicals. Can you guys explain?
Yeah,
A little?
absolutely.
shirt. Yeah. So
Because
there's
I know the names of the musicals, but that's about it.
okay. Christchurch
And
is
Moulin Rouge is
a
shitty.
small
Sorry.
Christian cult, basically, that resides in North Idaho, and it's led by this fucking misogynistic, fucking creepo pedophile man.
And not standard levels of misogynist.
Like
either.
fucking
Yeah.
absurd levels.
average
Like
everyday.
he's written books on like
Some advanced
marital rape.
misogyny.
Like he's fucking
Yeah.
he's a fucked up motherfucker. Like
What? And he also like covered up, like there was like members of his congregation that had important roles in the church that were then revealed to be like accused of like assault on like a minor and like shit like that.
well, and they do the whole like they do very young like girls marrying very old members of the church and stuff, and like they write about like how the wife has to follow like the man's voting and like any like decisions that he makes or anything like that, and just it's all like very very fucked up. And then they essentially have like started buying up properties in Moscow.
Yeah, that's the part that freaks me out.
And they've bought up a majority of restaurants and bars in Moscow and own the majority of like liquor licenses now. And so,
Well, what? Humble Burger?
yeah, Humble Burger.
Yep.
Dumb name.
Slice.
Yeah.
What's the Slice one? It's right across the street from Humble Burger.
I know what you're talking
It's a
about.
pizza place.
It used to be a pie hole.
Slice and Biscuits.
Or not. Yeah, it used to be a pie hole.
It did used to be a pie hole. It's called
Um,
Slice and Biscuits now or something.
But yeah, there's like a huge like
But like they also own a bunch of rental properties,
Yep.
and they're all church owned technically, so they don't pay property taxes.
Yep.
So all the normal people are paying more in property taxes now because the property tax you pay is like based on the people within your area or whatever. And so some people have been forced out
yeah.
because they couldn't afford it, right? And so like some places have closed down and stuff, and like they've essentially opened up a church next to, when I was in school they bought a building and opened up a church next to this place called the Perch that was like a fucking sick ass hangout bar, like convenience store on campus that was on Greek Row that was right in the middle and was owned by this sweet Indian lady named Farouk, who is an absolute angel. And we would go in there and get Perch fries, buy drinks, buy fucking vapes, whatever, hang out there for hours on end.
So I'm guessing they pretty much pestered her out of the location.
Well, essentially what happened was because they bought this building that was like within 300 feet
Yeah.
and turned it into a church. There's a law in Idaho stating you can't sell alcohol within 300 feet of a church. And so she had to like stop selling alcohol. And when she stopped selling alcohol on campus, and then like, you're fucked.
These shitty laws were brought to you by Christchurch.
Yeah.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
That's actually the best part of it. That
C'est
single. That single is the most redeeming part of it. I love that song.
Come what may, dude.
Lady Marmalade.
How are you guys doing on your beverages?
I could go for another.
I'm gonna run up and grab some beverages.
Hell yeah.
You could just bring the case.
I'll
of
be
them
right
down.
back.
Yeah, okay.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
These are empty
Cheers
cups.
to that.
It's symbolic.
I'll
I
be right
guess.
back.
It's the thoughts who can count.
So, Max,
Yo.
you seen any good movies lately?
Belfast and Coda. Those two.
Yeah, and those were deeper cuts than I expected.
Yeah, those ones came came to mind really quick. Yeah, those. I want to see the new Spinning Gold movie. It's got just because Jeremy Jordan is the like top of my not gay but I would list.
Okay.
Like, I want to be everything he is.
Jeremy Jordan.
Yeah, he's
list his
the best.
attributes real quick and then turn it into a mantra. Just be like
Jack Kelly Newsies, Smash, Save Greatest Showman, Jeremy Jordan. That kind of rhymed. Fucked a girl in her ass.
skirt out the back.
Longest set you've ever done?
Longest set I've ever done?
Yeah.
Longest set 10 minutes, and then hosting, which is really like a minute of like throwaway, like here's the folks.
Hosting seems fun.
Yeah, it was for Josh and Ian's You're Not As Funny As You Think You Are.
Hell yeah.
Which was pretty cool. The folks did leave a forklift right in the middle of where our staging area was, though. So
I hate when that happens.
But it was aesthetic too, because it was like a brewery.
You're bohemians, dude. Cool. You make that work.
Yeah, that's bohemian as shit. Leaving a forklift in the middle of nowhere.
That's art.
Sorry that there's a forklift in the middle of my loft space. We'll just work around it.
Yes, and that shit.
Yes.
You zip, zap, zop that out of the way.
I will drive this forklift now.
I could have, but
Are you certified?
Forklift certified?
No, but how hard is it?
Yeah, right. It's
Yeah.
like got a joystick or whatever.
It's super easy. It's like literally like forward, backwards.
Fuck, that's hot.
Anyway,
Lift.
yeah. It's easy. It's intuitive. Yeah, and then squeezing the fork, expanding the fork. Yeah, you just thread the fork.
Forking around.
No, I'd also, the longest overall is 10 minutes. I did Comedian of the Month early in this month, and I would say there's no ranking after second, but I definitely came in third, guys. I definitely, Holly and Henry won that one, and Henry's super funny. Holly's good too. They have like one of the jokes that they were working at the time was their bedside table suicide vibrator crossover joke.
Oh, Holly's?
Yeah.
That
one's solid.
That one is solid. Holly's a great writer, honestly. She's got good jokes.
Yeah. And the one that I've done that was like 5 minutes split was Freaky Friday. And that's at Watson's, and that one is really fun. You like go up and do like 5 minutes of your own material. They reconvene, they pull names for what comedian you're matched to, and then you remix their material and do 5 minutes based on that.
That sounds fun.
It was fun. It was fun as shit. I think it was Miles Matthews is up in Alaska right now, but it was like the last show that I did where he was on it.
Does he do like fishing up there in the summers or something?
I don't know exactly what job he's doing, but he's been posting some like, because he's like a chef down here. And so he's been posting some like mean looking fish recipes.
I wonder if he like cooks on a fishing boat or something.
That would be
like
sick
that.
as
That would
shit.
be kind of badass.
I love it. Plus, if you give him food poisoning, it's like, too bad. We got 3 more months of this. You know? It's like, sue me.
Have you ever seen
throw me off the deck?
that reality TV show Below Deck? Is it Below Deck?
Life Below Deck.
Is Below Deck the one where
They're
it's
like-
a cruise?
They're like
ship
on
thing?
yachts, and it's like a yacht that
Oh,
rich
no.
people rent, and they're all the workers that stay on the yachts, and it's like about them and shit. But there's always a like Michelin chef, and it's always some fucking douchebag
Yeah.
from New York or something.
I love how they
who
try
just
to
gaslights everyone, and it's fucking great.
I love how they try to make the captain of the boat seem as like cool as possible, but there's just no hiding that they're also pieces of shit.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah,
You know how to drive a yacht.
yeah. Do I know how to drive a yacht?
Oh.
I thought you were defending the captain. Be like,
Oh, no.
do you know how to drive a yacht?
I was just like, I
That's what
feel
I
like
thought.
if you get to the point where you're starting to learn how to, I'm going to take a learn to drive a yacht class, you're probably not a poor, nice person.
Yeah, you're probably not signing up for that at the Y.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, there's a workshop at the.
Yeah, CWI is offering summer courses.
Really affordable, you guys.
They got some old yachts that someone donated, and they put them in the parking lot of an elementary school on Sundays when they're not.
Stupid.
When people practice motorcycles.
Dude, that was like what when that like diving store.
Oh yeah,
Like it's gone now, and it's just like I know that there's folks that do that in lakes, which is dumb, but we're in a desert.
Okay.
Yeah.
How profitable?
I think you're misunderstanding how many people drop how much shit into the Boise River.
That's true.
Because one time we were at the cliffs. Was this me and you in high school at the cliffs, or was it me and Ben or something? We were at the cliffs, and some dude is like on a boat in the morning under the cliffs scuba diving in McCall. And he comes up, and he's got like 6 GoPros, 4 pairs of Ray-Bans, a fucking Rolex, and like he's like, great haul today, see you later, boys. And like we're like, oh my god, what the fuck?
That haul is why they don't have yacht classes anymore. It was all the remnants.
Yep. I feel like there, I guess, is a need for scuba divers in Idaho. Sure, there might be something underwater that needs to get looked at for longer than you can hold your breath. Welding.
Yeah, okay.
Do I think there's, but I might side on you. I don't think there's enough to where we need a whole place designated for scuba diving.
Right.
Especially on Vista. Or was that what the one was? That just doesn't make sense. But, I mean, that's where I think you should have a weekend class at a pond.
Yeah.
And some dude comes in for the weekend.
Go to Quinn's Pond.
Yeah. But I think if you really want to, you go to an ocean state. I think.
Most people I know get
scared of the
certified
water.
in like
Yeah, I love that
Mexico.
ocean state in the middle, the Midwest. That's just entirely like one body of water, just smack dab in the middle of the states.
Yeah. It's really accessible.
It's called Ocean State. No, I don't know. Maybe people get training in Idaho. They take that certification.
Well, the certification is in Salt Lake.
Oh, well then fuck. What? Why?
So like you take the class or whatever through them,
Because Salt
and then you
Lake
have to
there,
go to
it's
in the
more ocean.
winter.
It's
In
the
the
ocean
winter,
state.
you have to go to Salt Lake or whatever, and then in the summers, I guess you can do it like in Lucky Peak or something. That's what my buddy Wyatt told me. He did it here,
Yeah.
but
Poser. Do you think ocean scuba divers
they
like
taught
look
scuba
down on
diving
people?
They taught
inland?
scuba diving at U of I.
What the fuck? No.
My buddy Dakota got certified at U of I.
Look,
It
if
was
they
only like
can-
$400.
If they can consolidate the humanities into one fucking building, they can get rid of scuba diving. Just saying, trim the fat where it matters.
My dad loves scuba diving.
Well, your dad lives on an ocean state,
He does.
so it's valid.
He does, and he goes to Mexico. He's also a really big fat guy who loves Jerry Garcia. So, like, Jerry Garcia got really into scuba diving at the end of his life, because he was like, I'm weightless underwater.
Fair enough.
Did you ever see? There's this movie, Electric Apricot, that was directed by Les Claypool. Okay, so it's like making fun of like the jam band thing, right? And there's this guitarist that's obsessed with Jerry Garcia, right? Like he finds like an eBay like Jerry Garcia on like a tortilla, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the movie, like he gets so fucked up, he just goes into the woods and then he comes back right as they're about to play, and it's like, oh, thank God you're here. And he's like, yeah, I saw Jerry Garcia in the woods, and all of them are like, no, that didn't happen, but like, cool, we got to do this. And then the end of the movie is their camera guy being like, come see this. And he's like rolling the footage, and there's like Jerry Garcia's ghost in the woods. He's like, it's not definitive, but you make up your own mind. I like to imagine Jerry Garcia as a Bigfoot-like creature.
Yeah.
That if you get stoned enough in the fucking forest, eventually you'll see him just doing the...
I feel like you have an eclectic genre of movies, not mainstream movies that you seem like you like.
You can just call me
Eclectic mixes.
autistic. That's cool.
I think you have an autistic array of movie genres that you're into that are off the beaten spectrum?
Off the beaten spectrum.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, if there's a bell curve, I'm like right there. I like movies that are too popular too. Like I'm getting pretty excited for the Spider-Man movie that's coming out.
Oh, dude, the animated one? Yeah. That shit looks sick.
Yeah, I love superhero movies. I love horror movies. When I was in college.
Okay, but Marvel's gone a little too far, let's be honest.
What's gone a little too far?
Marvel's gone a little too far with the Avengers. Let's go. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a little too much.
It's really weird.
idea.
It's really weird being like, because like if you're in horror and you start like seeing someone that's not into horror, you can be like, okay, here's like these movies, and it's like no biggie, right? But unfortunately, the Marvel zeitgeist, it's never been done before.
Yeah.
So like you'll watch a movie and it'll have like frame of references to like this, and this.
Yeah.
And then set up that, and it's like, oh, I guess you got to watch this, and this now. And then there's a questionable watch this, and that.
Yeah.
You know? There's like, oh, they're bringing the character back in. It's not really connected, but you know, if you want to do.
There's like too much interconnection in the Marvel universe for me. I can't keep up.
But-
and then I get like anxiety, and I'm like, I can't watch the newest movie because I don't know what the fuck but I'm still gonna watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
It made me sob.
Really?
I cried very hard. I'm a full-grown individual, and I sobbed like a fucking baby at that movie, and I'm not ashamed of it either.
Movies you shouldn't have cried in that you did. Go, starting. Samson.
Spirit. Like 3 days ago.
The horse?
Yeah,
Dude,
the stallion of Cinnamaroon.
Yeah, I like how he fights against colonialism.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's the best part, dude. Did you know they like Netflix like whitewashed it and like made like an original version?
They made it a horse girl thing.
Yeah, and I like went and watched it one time, and I fucking got pissed, and I emailed Netflix. I was like, "This is not Spirit. This is not the stallion."
These
I know.
are angry tears.
And then they put the original on Netflix like 2 weeks ago. So I think I did something.
Yeah, to assuage just you, Samson. Just you and your horse.
It's like only on my IP.
Yo, positive change. Start writing letters in more, man. All right. So first movie I saw when I was a kid, Lion King.
Nice.
Fucking sobbed.
For sure.
Right? I was like, my daughter's mom, at the time of the 3D re-release or whatever, was like, we're going to go see it. And I'm like, okay, but I'm not going to cry. And then like literally the opening is so loud, right? And I was just like, oh. Like, just like all of that repressed, like.
The circle.
It's the circle of life. And I cried. They turned over and they're like, I think that was the beginning of the end. They're just like, this fucking fool.
Fuck
You know,
yeah.
movie you cried in that you shouldn't have cried in?
Moulin Rouge. No. All 3 Free Willy movies.
Oh,
All of them.
Was this recently?
Like, I guess on the grand scheme of things, yeah. But like, for like today, no. Like a year or two, but yeah.
I feel bad crying when it's an obvious dramatic beat that doesn't earn it. Like when it's like, oh, here's the music in the background. This is sad. You care about this person, right? And it's like, no. This person has like no like depth at all, and they're dead, and you want me to cry, and I'm not
It's
gonna.
like you got lucky and struck a chord with me that I just happen to have. But
I'm so easily influenced.
fucking Power
by this shit.
Rangers.
Like there was an iPad commercial like 2 years ago during Christmas, and it made me cry.
Apple's got some good ones.
Yo,
Dude,
maybe
it was
maybe that's the goal though.
Grandma died, and they made a fucking collage for Grandpa on the iPad and showed it to him. And
That's
I was
making
just
me
like,
tear up
"Holy
right now.
fuck,
That's
dude."
Do you think that's the new method? Like instead of like getting the kids worked up enough that they're like, I want this, and you have to like buy it for them. If you see a member of your family crying during a commercial, you're like, well, they care about this enough that I ought.
yeah, it works.
Yeah, dude, it's what's
That's why I get the picture frames that you can put your own pictures on, or you can like, upload them from your phone.
Is that what you do when you've had a bad day? Is you go into your room and there's a picture frame, but it's all photos of your best moments.
dude? Okay,
You're a champ.
this is actually adorable.
Varsity in high school.
My one of my friends, he has a like album of like all of like pictures of like him with all of his friends and stuff from college, and like all of his favorite pictures of like him and friends, and it is his like screensaver that like is like when his computer locks or when his TV locks, it'll just like do a slideshow of like all of these photos of like, and it'll just be like me and him like, hey. Or like us and like some girls in college or something. So cute.
Honestly, this is kind of morbid, but part of me, I do like taking photos. I'm getting better at it. There was like a period of my life where I just didn't. So I'm like, I want to appreciate the moment as much as I can, you know, really tap into the whole photo thing. At the same time, I don't want to take photos and be like, yeah, these are my friends. And then like look 3 years later and be like,
those people suck.
yeah, fuck that. Just
I have a restraining order against you. Sick.
Just see that one photo and the rest of the week is just like, I fucking hate that guy.
Mine's like, I take pictures of things, but I never think to like Samson, think about it. How many pictures do we have of me and you just...
No, we don't have any.
Not
we don't have
one.
a single one.
Yo,
but we have like pictures of us like doing dumb poses.
Yeah.
Like alone.
For the
from,
bit
like,
or something.
Bits, but like also I'm terrible at just like getting photos or videos of anything I'm doing. Like I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna go do this cool thing. I'm gonna grab a photo of it or whatever. I'm gonna and like,
Unless there's a mom around, there's no
unless there's a mom
picture.
around.
Because that's the only one. All right, kids. Like
a mom you're related to,
Yes.
not a mom you want to fuck.
Yes.
Okay, I put two
well, I
and two
mean,
together.
you know, mom mentality either way. They all have that.
All right, everybody get together
Get the
for
moment.
the picture.
Yeah.
My grandma's a fucking picture Nazi.
MILF history, everybody.
MILF history.
She's German. Maybe I can.
Yo, that's the thing about exiting your 20s and going into your 30s is that more and more people become MILFs. So it's like...
Yeah, it's not a
I
big
get
deal.
that.
no big deal. Yeah, MILF culture is a little bit less loud.
I've got baggage.
Okay.
I should wine and beer. Sorry.
This is... Do you have an age limit on MILFs? Some people have an age limit on MILFs. Like, if you're a young mom, you apparently can't be a MILF. I've heard this before.
Well, 16, I think.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But, like, early 20s. Or,
Yeah.
like if you're hot and, like, you're still a mom, say you're 24, like... But it's also, like, I've heard people be like, no, if you're 24 with a kid... And you're hot.
You're just
24 and hot. Like, you're not a MILF.
Are you asking me where the MILF age starts?
Yeah,
Or it's like
kind
this is
of.
a designated
Yeah.
MILF?
Do you have an idea in your head of where that starts? Because some people have like a rigid.
I guess it depends on age and also if you're using the family computer or not. But I would say socially acceptable designated MILF, like a universal MILF, probably maybe like late 20s, early 30s into like 45. Like beyond that, you're getting into like retirees.
Oh, really?
Like children are out of the house. They're a MILF, but they're not a MILF with responsibilities.
Empty nest MILF.
Yeah, no.
No?
That's uncomfortable, dude, because you're the one filling that nest, so to speak. Literally, this nest was empty, and you filled it. Fuck that.
Gross.
No, I don't want a complex. I just don't.
I feel that. Are your parents
Together?
together? No, right?
They divorced when I was about 13.
Okay.
But I have a lot of siblings.
Really?
Yeah, I am the oldest.
Names and addresses, please.
Names and addresses.
Social
Yo.
security?
We're here for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's my sound cue to cut it.
Thanks,
One
Max.
second. Which one's the dedunction?
D.
Dun D.
Cut it. Cut that.
And that's the start of the rap. I'm telling you, by the end of this, we're gonna have like the dopest.
I want
mixtape.
to kill someone. No. Rude, Max.
Jesus Christ,
Is it
Max.
is it weird for me
Whoopsies.
to be pushing the buttons? Is that over?
Push all you want.
No, dude,
all
push the buttons.
Wait a minute. What's this one? I haven't.
That's
Okay.
the funk. That's like your late night. And here is...
I think that's just an applause.
Oh, yeah, C. If you hold C, it's like an applause.
I like that.
Yeah.
I wish I heard that more.
That one's nice.
Yeah,
I
usually
feel
it's just.
that. Oh.
No, that was it. This one. Can you imagine like a late night talk show host and being like, and coming to the stage, My penis. Just flashing it on.
And then just
Yeah. Yo, I love Jimmy Fallon's weird fucking mannerisms where he's like, it's so it's so relatable.
Dude.
he just seems nervous.
I used to watch Jimmy Fallon so much when I was like just out of high school. Like I love that dude. Like, and I also like loved him from SNL too when I was a kid and stuff. Like him and like Andy Samberg and like that like whole like kind of group of like guys like were like very like developmental in my sense of humor. I feel like
I mean Bill Hader.
Fuck yeah,
dude.
Seen a new season of Barry?
You want to hear something?
I want to really bad.
You want to hear something crazy
about Bill Hader?
About Bill Hader?
Bill Hader murdered my sister too.
Holy shit, dude!
No.
So my uncle was best friends with Bill Hader's
Fuck yeah.
ex-wife in high school because she went to Bora.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, she went to Bora here in Boise.
He looks like he dates someone from Idaho.
Yeah, she directed that movie, The To-Do List, with Aubrey Plaza.
Okay, yeah.
But she was like here a couple years ago for like my uncle's 40th birthday, and we like sang karaoke together and shit and stuff. Sick. And she's like, all right, I'm flying home tomorrow. I'm like, what do you gotta do? And she's like, I gotta go see my kids. I'm like, yours and Bill Hader's kids? Those little geniuses.
Yo, my fucking celebrity culture is like almost there in Idaho, right? Like we can almost touch it, right? There's like Sun Valley, there's like Sandpoint, there's like Coeur d'Alene.
Coeur d'Alene, yeah, like Kim Kardashian owns a house in Gaza Ranch.
The weirdest fucking thing ever. I worked a summer job in Hayden, right?
Yeah.
And I was like a server. And there was 2 regulars that would be there semi-frequently during the summers. And that was Viggo Mortensen. Ooh. Oh, no, not Hayden, Sandpoint. Hayden Lake. Sandpoint's on Hayden Lake. Mm-hmm. 2 semi-regulars. One of them is Viggo Mortensen.
Or Hayden Lake's in Coeur d'Alene, kind of.
Well, yeah. Well, there's Hayden right outside of Coeur d'Alene. Yeah. And then Hayden Lake is Sandpoint.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know. Geography. It all gets confusing. I moved around. Anyways, Viggo Mortensen. And then the second one was Ben Stein.
Oh, shit.
And Ben Stein, yeah, Bueller.
Yeah.
I make so much money off it. He was a fucking creep, dude. Like a fucking creep.
Really?
Like regularly, there would be like servers that would be like, I'm uncomfortable serving this individual. I mean, look at Ben Stein, dude. Look at fucking Ben Stein and tell me that he doesn't look
pull
like,
that up.
Now, tell me that he doesn't look like someone that would be like, I'll give you an
Ferris
extra
Bueller.
tip. Yeah. Bueller.
Let's look at
like
him now.
the teacher from Bueller.
Bueller.
Okay.
I need a bigger picture for the camp. You know what? I'll put it here.
He does look like a creep.
Oh.
That's a bummer because he's so good at playing like that, a character that fits that face.
Yeah. A creep?
Yeah. It's a bummer that it's not acting, apparently.
He's just really method.
Well, that's what's weird to me is like comfort actors, right? Like there's nothing like if it's like an actor where you're like, yeah, that person probably is a little sketchy, like you don't care. But if it's like a comfort actor that you've seen in a lot of stuff and then something happens, it's like, well, that fucking sucks. Why'd I develop a parasocial relationship with this individual?
If Andrew Garfield comes out with anything, my life is over. I like if somebody says that he did anything, I don't know who I can trust.
He always felt insecure to Toby and would just be like, suck my dick upside down, dog. Suck my dick.
He's just power dynamic. He's like, I also do other shit. I'm better. I'm a Broadway. I'm a triple threat, motherfucker.
Tell me I'm the best Spider-Man.
Just tell me. Just say you'd rather have me than Tom Holland.
Sorry, and like the statement be like, and then they called me Emma. Fuck. I feel bad about this.
Oh.
I did pressure my partner into being like, hey, you want to see the new Spider-Mans coming out? You got to watch the old ones. And we made it to like a fucking No Way Home, and it was like a religious experience. And I was like, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right? Isn't this so rewarding?
Yeah.
Isn't this worth hours of your
Dude,
life.
Definitely.
Hours.
It's so good when you can like turn somebody on, because like if you explain a movie to, or say you have to watch this TV series, most people right away are like, you're telling me
Fuck
to
you.
you're telling me to give away like 5 hours of my time. But like if they actually get into it, and like it's so beautiful.
Dude, it really is. Me and one of my friends, the same one that does the pictures.
Yeah.
We have a great we have a great relationship as far as like anime. Like we both watch anime, and so like we'll recommend like series to each other and stuff. Do you like anime?
My brothers keep on trying to get me to watch One Piece, and I'm like, I'm not investing in anything that has 1,600 episodes.
Watch it.
No,
It's so good.
1,600 episodes.
You don't have to watch them all.
Let's divvy that into like let's do the math on that. 20 minutes.
I did all 1,300.
Have they tried to get you to watch One Piece too?
Well, I did a podcast with a guy who has a One Piece podcast, and I am 6 episodes into One Piece, but I've never seen an anime other than that. Like I'm not an anime guy.
Dakota started
So-
One Piece 3 days ago, and he's already on episode 50. So you guys are fucking assholes.
I'm like, okay.
I like other shit.
Here's
I
my,
get it.
my
Dakota also drinks gasoline.
He doesn't drink gasoline. He cleans his bongs with it.
Can you
It
just
smells
yes
good.
and with me?
It smells good. It smells good.
I'm trying to make Dakota not a real person so I can talk shit on him.
It does
But
smell
now you
good.
real normalize.
Sorry.
Personified. I don't know.
I don't know Dakota, so they're not a real
You would
person
like
to me.
Dakota.
Are they pretty dope?
Yeah, they're pretty dope.
I don't want to know them.
Okay.
I don't need any more quality people in my life.
I feel that.
I guess where I feel with like media with like shows is I tried to binge watch X-Files when it came onto Netflix, and it was back in the day where people sat in front of their TV every week for their show, and a season of a show was
miss it.
22 episodes, and every episode was an hour long. And by the end of the 7th season, as much as I love episodes of the X-Files, as much as I love that show, I wanted to fucking kill myself. And I am so happy with the new format that we have, that like HBO and like all those words. 8 episodes a season. Those episodes are an hour long. There's 3 seasons. That's fucking it.
Mm-hmm.
If you need more than 3 seasons to tell a decent story, condense that shit. Give me the cliff notes.
That's pretty true. I feel you on that. I've also like heard from television writers like I think the Lost writers have like commented on this. Like we wanted to end after season 3. Like we had a good ending, and they just kept pushing us for more money. And like a lot of TV writers are like 3 seasons is the maximum amount that you can do like a good TV show for or whatever.
What?
But like,
Wasn't that on ABC also?
was it?
Yeah. Wasn't Lost on ABC?
I didn't watch
ABC
Lost,
or
so I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, ABC is just notorious for pushing things way past what they need to do.
Yeah.
What, like, I don't know. What is that? Grey's Anatomy? What season is that on?
They're still
it's
doing
still
it?
on.
It's still on. Like, I remember
That's crazy.
my mom being obsessed with that show when I was like fucking
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
That like half of my fucking life that show has been on.
Okay, did your mom ever watch Charmed?
No.
Charmed
But Charmed is a
great
cult
show.
classic. with, like, wait a minute. Mom adjacent media. Let's just go. Let's just
Go.
fucking.
Okay, anything on fucking TLC.
Okay. Fucking ER.
My mom turned me on to this show called Derek with Ricky Gervais.
Your mom's weird, dude.
Yeah, I
I
like
like
her.
that she likes Ricky Gervais though. I'd probably get along better
His
with my
mom's
mom.
well educated.
I think you'd like my mom. She's really cool.
This is quick form. We're doing.
All right. Until we stop.
Fucking
No, I like.
God damn it. Figure skating.
Moulin Rouge.
The Office.
The Office. Okay, your mom seems cool.
Yeah.
Your Max is gone for the MILF conversation. I'm bringing it back.
I can re-enter this MILF conversation.
Is your mom-
I got some
I don't
stake
want
in
to
the
stay
game.
on this because
Hey.
I know his mom.
Okay.
And I think she's a nice lady and a good mom.
You can say my mom's hot.
I don't want to. Because I know your mom, and that would be weird for me because she's a nice lady.
Wait a minute, Max.
I've known her for a long time.
How old is your mom?
48, 49.
That's all I need to know.
50 yet?
Not quite, no.
Okay, cool. Mama Jason Media. We can do like one more round of this before I got to retire that bit.
For sure.
Blackish.
Blackish.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that's also ABC. That's small as shit. Kill Bill. Probably like one of the only Quentin Tarantino movies you can watch with your mom.
That's
safely.
pretty true.
Yeah.
Modern Family.
Okay.
Yeah,
fuck yeah.
that's very mom adjacent. My mom loves The Big Bang Theory.
My mom was the one who told me Hamilton was on Disney Plus.
Okay. Yeah.
And she'd watched it before me.
That's a mom move.
Yeah.
I love that meme where it's like, if you can prove that I've never touched my balls.
What?
Hamilton, dude. You've never seen that?
Not the meme,
Not
but
the
I
meme.
heard. I know like what song you're
I could
referencing.
hear the.
There's this meme where it's like, if you can prove that I've never touched my balls, do you promise not to tell another soul what you saw?
what you saw.
It's like no one else was in the room when it happened.
Dude, those Hamilton songs, man, some of them get me a little horny. I'm not gonna
Okay,
lie.
if you
Say
like,
no to this.
if you Daveed Diggs,
Yeah.
in Hamilton. If you like his shit, you should check out Clipping, the band.
It's so good.
So good.
I've listened to him.
What is it? What?
No one and nothing is safe.
Yeah, nothing is safe is amazing.
He's so fast.
Yo, I wish I had that much stamina to do anything. Anything.
I loved it. Have you seen Blind Spotting? His other show.
Blind Spotting.
It's
I've
got
seen
Jasmine-
Train Spotting.
Yeah.
It has Jasmine Cephas Jones, who was Peggy in Hamilton.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I heard Blind Spotting and I immediately thought of The Blind Side. and
What if you mix the Blind Side
Daveed
and
Diggs
Train
was Michael
Spotting?
Moore. Dude.
What would that look
well,
like?
okay. What's the name of the lead actress that was in
Sandra
Blood Type?
Bullock?
Okay. So,
Dude, fucking America's sweetheart.
Yeah,
Sandra
that's
Bullock?
mom adjacent as shit.
That is.
MILFs. You want to know a MILF power move? Watch Miss Congeniality. They'll be like, I'm yours. Anyways,
I do like Miss Congeniality though.
I was talking with my
agents.
partner and they were trying to describe a Sandra Bullock movie to me, and they were like, yeah, their son is like a drug user, and so they go into the urban wasteland to try to find them, and I'm like, oh, Blind Side 2.
Just like his football career.
Just be like,
Its life is good now.
yeah. Be like, I'm retired. This is where things go bad. Yo, the amount of people that retire and then just go into a life of complete and fucking debauchery is amazing. I'm so fascinated by that. Yeah, they're like, yeah, I have, like a lower vertebra that's broken. I'm retired. I'm just planning on wasting millions of dollars and just robbing random people.
Now's the time.
Now's the
Out of the
time.
public eye.
Or they're like, you know what? Now that my cognitive ability and my decision-making skills are at their worst point in my entire life, I'm gonna run for office.
Oh, yeah. Wait, are you talking about Jesse Ventura?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're not a wrestling household. I get it.
No, we're not. Sorry.
I love wrestling.
Well,
I
here
feel
at
like a
Culture
lot
House,
of
we
people-
did musicals.
I feel like
and
people of your age
heel
group,
talk.
like the millennials, are all about WWE for some reason.
it's because it's cool as shit.
It is cool as shit, but like it didn't like blow up for our gen, like our later millennial Gen Zs as much as it did for the earlier millennials.
That's because you guys don't appreciate art. Yes, Max.
Come what may, I will love you. Any hoozles. WWE. So I did musicals. You did Christchurch. What's the other culture thing? Is it
What's-
WWE? I don't know anything about it.
We can talk about
Can
WWE.
you teach what? Okay, when you were a kid, like, did you like go through the whole? Did you have like WWE action figures and like all that shit, or
No, that was
it
my
just, like,
brother.
on the TV?
So I would tune
Also,
in.
how many siblings do you have? You said you had a lot. I want to know how many.
Okay, so between my mom and my dad, I have two
Okay.
younger brothers, one younger sister. My mom's second marriage, two younger sisters. Fun thing, my kid, right in the middle. Yeah.
Dude,
So-
it's like fucking that movie,
Cheaper by the dozen.
No, I was gonna say God damn it. Kicking and Screaming with Will Ferrell, the soccer movie, where his dad has a kid that's the same age as his kid. And
Is
they
that
play on
Kicking
this,
Is that Kicking and
and
Screaming?
they play on the same soccer team.
Is that... Wait.
Oh yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah.
Kicking and Screaming. Will Ferrell
kid
is a soccer coach for his kids' team.
You picked
Sam.
one of the most deep-cut Will Ferrell movies.
That is my favorite Will
That's
Ferrell
a
movie.
really good
It's
Will
a
Ferrell
fucking
movie.
classic, dude. There's this part of it, this bit that he does where he's never had coffee before, and someone gives him coffee, and he gets really fucking into it, and he's like, dude, that is such a fucking good movie. Will Ferrell does so good to being a youth shithead soccer coach.
I think my favorite Will Ferrell movie is Everything Must Go.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I like that one a lot.
I watched that one when I was like 12 or 13 or like right when it came out, and I was like, I don't get this. And then I watched it again a couple years ago. I was like, this is a really good movie.
I saw an old clip of Will Ferrell when he was in the Groundlings in L.A., the old
shit.
sketch improv
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't know why I even brought it up. That's all I remember is that I saw it, but it
Okay.
was fucking awesome.
Since there's not enough common ground for WWE, I do have a suggestion on a common ground that we can do, which is comedic actors in dramatic roles.
Okay.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to say, like, fucking Adam Sandler, I fucking love him in Punch Drunk Love. I love that fucking movie. Him and Philip Seymour Hoffman just yelling at each other. Primo.
For sure.
Dude, I don't think I've seen that.
You got to see
That
it.
sounds good. It's got Philip Seymour Hoffman in it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so...
And Adam Sandler?
And Adam Sandler.
What?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like, what, Wes Anderson?
Oh, it's a Wes Anderson?
No, what is it? The other Anderson.
Because I'm a Wes Anderson freak.
It's a
I've
different-
watched like all of his movies
It's
in
an
order.
Anderson.
You seen the new one that's coming out? The Asteroid City or whatever?
Oh, I did not see about that.
super
Did
sick.
you watch
It's not
French
out yet.
Dispatch?
I heard
Oh,
that there was a spoiler leak.
Don't tell me about
It gets hit with another asteroid.
I can still hear it.
W.S. Anderson. That's the name of the director.
That's very similar to Wes.
It's probably not right. I probably just pulled that out of my ass. Anyways, it's very good. What else? He was in this movie, Reign Over Me with Don Cheadle.
Oh, I love Don Cheadle.
Yeah, dude, they play like what is it? The PS2 game Colossus. Something of the Colossus. Classic. You climb on giant creatures and stab them. Anyways, it's weird. It's a stylistic choice. He was in that with Don Cheadle. So Don Cheadle and him in serious roles playing off of each other. And then obviously Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems is great.
So I fucking love Adam Sandler as like a dramedy actor.
I like Adam Sandler a lot. I think I used to like not like him as much because I felt like his like comedy career kind of like became sellout a little bit and like too like.
Oh, what? Did you see that special where he's like, the song is like, phone, wallet, keys?
No.
Yeah, it made me want to blow my brains out. I was like, this is so topical, Adam Sandler.
God.
Nathan Lane.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Nathan Lane whenever he pops up.
He was in this Broadway play called Angels in America, I think, that Andrew Garfield was also in. But it's an 8-hour full production. But generally what people do is there's 2 acts and they're both 4 hours. Usually you'll go to the first act one day, go another day, and you'll see the second act. Some people will just go watch the whole thing in one day.
Yeah.
But the actors do it all day, every day, 8 times a week.
Wait, so no matter what, if you buy the ticket, like you can buy it for multiple days?
Yeah, I think the ticket, it's like you choose just how you want to see it, sort of thing.
That sounds dope as shit.
But it was like a really, really good show. Very dramatic, very like sad, and but like I'm 99% sure Nathan Lane was in it.
I'm like
Now
not
I'm
remembering
not totally sure.
the movie, but I know that it's one with Charlie Day,
Yeah.
and he's like, I can't fucking even remember the plot.
Is
of
it
the
the
movie.
giant monster one?
I think so.
Okay, yeah.
I think so, but it's like the first time I've ever really seen him like
He's in
be
it.
a serious role before. But I love Charlie Day. He's like
Charlie
my
Day is great.
favorite actor and writer. Honestly,
Have you
He's
seen
fucking
Bupkiss?
Genius.
I
Bupkiss.
Is that
I think
Pete
the-
Davidson's new show.
is it kind of like
Oh,
a
I
dramedy
haven't
thing?
seen it.
It's like a semi-reality show, but it's mostly. But Charlie Day is in it, and he's like a therapist who's like fucking with, and he's really good in it.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
Tony Collette. Tony
Oh,
Collette, usually in dramatic role or like in a comedy like drama
Yeah.
roles. Really fucking good in horror movies though. Like she's done a few horror movies, but she hates doing them. But she's so good at it.
Dude, who's
yeah,
the,
she's fucking great.
There's this girl in this actress in like the first 3 Scary Movies, I think, who does like a lot of the like women characters and stuff that they do in it, and she's fucking brilliant in
Okay,
that. I don't like.
there's a couple women.
I know. I can't. It's the.
We can talk about race. It's okay.
She's blonde.
Okay.
She's white.
Blonde is the worst one.
Blonde and white. I can't remember what her name is. I think it might be. It's something super basic.
Did she used to be married to Chris Pine?
Maybe.
Or not Chris Pine. No, not Chris Hemsworth. The other Chris. The funny Chris.
Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
No. Maybe? I don't fucking know, dude. I'm so bad with like.
He's married to Schwarzenegger, right?
I don't know who's married to Schwarzenegger.
Isn't
Dude,
Chris Pratt
here's-
married to Schwarzenegger's
I
daughter?
don't know. Here's some crazy shit.
Yeah, Chris Pratt is totally married
I
to
used
Arnold
to
Schwarzenegger.
work for a company that was owned by Sylvester Stallone's wife.
Oh. Was she as successful?
Very successful.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Very successful.
Keep going.
And
Keep
his
going.
daughters are fine.
Hey, let's wrap this up with a celebrity story that we each have.
Okay. Okay.
You want me to start?
Yeah.
Sure.
Keep going. I want to hear Sylvester Stallone's.
No, I
daughters.
can't talk any more than that.
Okay.
So
It's compromising.
Cancel Sylvie.
Celebrity story. When I was 13, I worked at Tamarack Resort in Donley, and I helped fit boots, ski boots, in the rental shop. And one day, a man came in, and he asked for size 13 ski boots, and I was like, "Those are big." And I went
What are
and got
you,
them.
Max?
And then I came back and I gave them to him. And I was looking at his face and I was like, this motherfucker looks familiar as shit. Like, what the fuck? And I'm looking at him. He's like, what's up? I'm like, you look really familiar. He's like, have you seen The Hangover? And I was like, Stu? And it was him, dude. And he was at Tamarack. And he was also married to a Boise girl for a little bit.
That's just the California motto: is come to Boise and steal our resources.
Yeah,
Come to
right.
Boise and then come in Boise.
Yeah, exactly.
Bastards.
But not in a way that violates worker.
Unions. We need even unions, dude.
Yeah, so they can stop coming at our women.
Our. It's a union. Our women.
Let's go. What's your celebrity story?
I pushed Bill Gates' daughter over at an Easter egg hunt when I was little one time. There was an egg, and I was fighting to the death to get it.
You ruined the possibility of Bill Gates' daughter being as smart as Bill Gates was.
And I also ruined any shot I have of getting in tight with Bill Gates' daughter.
Wait, how old were you?
Like less than 3.
You totally had a shot, dude. Sorry, you're like 2 years old, checking your Riz, and being like, "I'm gonna marry into the Bill Gates."
No, it's just I just pushed her ass over.
Dude, as you should.
Yeah, those eggs are
It's like, move, you rich bitch.
Yeah, sorry, you're 2 years old, being like nepo baby.
my cord above
This
your
is
boob.
before you're cool
Felt very limited.
Let's see. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
or known.
Celebrity story. I've run into 2 celebrities at the airport. One of them was George Lopez. Very nice.
That's cool.
Don't respect him.
Well,
The second one,
Ooh,
one was Better Call Saul. What's his name?
Fucking Bob Odenkirk?
Bob Odenkirk.
Is that who Saul is actually? I
Yeah,
don't
Bob
think it is.
Bob
Is it?
Odenkirk, Mr. Show.
He's
all
a
that.
good fucking
Yeah,
dude. He was an SNL writer. Like
I respect him very much.
Is Steve Odenkirk
Not
his
very
brother?
nice.
No?
really?
Yeah,
Was he a dick?
that's the duality of man, right? Be like George Lopez. I don't respect him. Really, really nice dude to run into in public and harass for a photo. Bob Odenkirk, cantankerous as shit, but I like their shit more. So
Wow.
Is Steve or Bob Odenkirk Steve Odenkirk's brother? Because there's a Steve Odenkirk who made the Thumb Wars movies
Oh.
and all those.
Dude.
it's one of the. There's an
Wars?
Odenkirk.
Oh my
who-
god.
Okay, that Odenkirk.
like the whole Thumb series.
That Odenkirk also created like what Jimmy Neutron and like
Did he?
Is it the same one?
It's the same fucking one. He did
Steve?
Thumb-
'Cause I think it's Steve.
Yeah.
There's a Steve and Bob. I think.
That dude. Okay, Steve did the Thumb Wars. He created Jimmy Neutron, and he also created.
Shout out to your bladder. You're killing
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Fuck yeah.
I don't know what we're doing.
Prostate.
We're both just don't want UTIs. I've had a lot. Keep
Oh, yeah.
going.
Don't do that anymore.
I don't want.
Yeah, UTIs suck. They're the worst.
Sure do. I learned that guys can have them. And I'm gonna interrupt, but it's a quick little.
Yeah, go ahead.
My dick hurt one time. And I went
Just once.
the first time it hurt, and I went to the place, and I called my mom before because literally it had been so long since I had been intimate with anyone. I was like, it's not from sex. There's no way. And so I called her, and she was like, have you had sex like unprotected? I was like, well, I have, but like,
Were you like, Mom, stop?
yeah. But she was like, do you know STDs can be dormant for like 3 months? And I was like, trust, they could be dormant for 2 years and I'd
Yeah.
be fine. Like,
Yeah.
I promise it's not from an STD. But then I went in. They can just happen.
STDs.
No, UTIs.
Oh, okay. you like, yeah. I mean, like you eat one wrong thing and the pH changes, and it's like, well,
Every 6 months, they're gonna be shitty.
yeah. I do love that when dudes get UTIs though, they don't stop the horny. They're like, yeah, it's not that painful.
Honestly,
I could still get laid.
well, I mean, yeah, because I think in the back of your head, because for me, what a UTI feels like is, when you're pissing, like you piss really quick and you don't get quite all of it out, so your dick just kind of stings.
Yeah.
It's like that, but a little more, and it just doesn't go away. And I think in the back of every guy's head is like, if I just come one more time, it'll get it out. Like,
Yeah,
there's just something there. I gotta.
There's a blockage, and as soon as
That's
I
all it
clear it,
is.
I'll be fine. I'm like God.
Yeah, it's not an infection. It's just a clog. I gotta clear these pipes.
But anyways, going from the human need to ejaculate to Jimmy Neutron. Yes, this Thumb Wars motherfucker, he made Jimmy Neutron, right? But then he
Yeah.
also made a movie about cows
Wait.
where I Won't Back Down is part of the soundtrack.
I fucking love that scene. All right, that scene made. Speaking on movies that
What's the
shouldn't
movie?
have made
Say
you
the
cry,
movie.
It's fucking.
Wait, that made you cry?
dude, that scene where he's fighting off the
Stupid,
coyotes.
dude.
It's so sad.
Okay, so
And he
the
gets
logic,
bitten
right?
down, dude.
You know how Kevin James is playing like something with like 4 tits, right?
What is, dude? Also, the fact that all the boy cows have udders and like.
Do you want to know their logic behind that?
What?
People from the city don't know the difference.
They're not wrong.
That's not true. A cow is a cow, and that's that.
How many people from the city do you know? No one from Idaho is from a city.
Boise is from a medium-sized city.
We're a town.
Boise is a big town.
Boise's not a
We're
town.
a town. The way we're spread out, it's
It's
a
a-
Do
town.
you ever call LA
It's-
a town in front of
okay.
someone who's from LA?
A city is not based on just the city, like the city line.
It's based on
It's
the
based
line.
on.
Thing.
It's based
He's
on
gonna
the
like on
metropolitan.
paper. I'm sure it's different, but like
Yes, let me like pull my pencil out and be like, actually, it's based on the metropolitan population. And
it's a fucking town.
It's a fucking
It
town.
feels like a town.
It wants to be a town, but that's how they get you. That's how they pay you less than you're worth.
That's so true.
They're like, yo,
Less.
it's a town. It's not developing, really.
You know, it's so
Yeah,
true.
you're right.
Yo,
I was-
hey,
I was
cost
out-
of goods is so cheap here.
I was out at Falcon Crest Golf Course today.
Eggs
dude,
went down
and
a little
holy
bit.
Fuck, there are some $1 million homes going up there. Eggs did go down.
Yeah. That's the one thing I noticed. But
You know why eggs went down?
'Cause
Because
the-
people started buying chickens. It was one giant fucking
Oh.
con.
that's all it
did see
took.
that.
Yeah.
Did you also, when eggs started going up, everyone's like, why are eggs getting so expensive? I saw like 7 articles about like fucking 5 different chicken farms that burnt to the ground, dude. Like 5 million chickens just up
Yeah,
in
dude.
flames.
PETA,
Like-
PETA is in on the egg inflation scheme. Can you imagine though those whole food fucking nuts that were just like, oh, that's the only source you get protein from? Fucking eggs, not from lentils or anything.
no, not from fucking lentils.
When was the last time you had a
I'd rather-
lentil?
Yeah, what?
I do fuck with tofu. I will say.
You eat a lot of tofu.
Tofu is dope. I like tofu.
I eat a moderate amount of tofu. It's cheap.
Yo, doesn't lentil sound
I
like
like tofu. I'm not saying it is a bad thing, dude.
I like
defensive
tofu.
Samson. You said I eat a lot of it.
I'll actually
Just always have some in the fridge, all right?
Yeah. We have a lot of water in the sink too.
I'll bridge the gap with the health food crowd on one thing, and that's soy riso.
Sure.
And that's because it's not greasy at all.
I'm all about crickets.
Crickets? Stop. You're buying into the scheme, dude. They're like, let them eat bugs.
Have you
I
ever
wish I had a
eaten
cricket
bugs?
Yeah, bugs are okay. I still want to eat meat.
I feel that. I eat meat too. I just
Like-
season it with crickets.
Like, literally, it feels like, yo, this is the protein of the future. This is the protein of the future. This is the protein of the future. Why? Because you're going to make beef super expensive. Fuck off. I will, once you make a protein shake that has crickets as the source, then I'll buy into it. I'll be like, fine.
dude. So there's this company
Yum.
called Orchestra.
Yo, that's what a buffet is going to sound like if we have fucking bugs on the menu.
Well, when I was in Mexico City, there was this
That
guy
was
and
my
he had a cart.
playlist.
And he had just tons of crickets, and they were seasoned so well, dude. They're like little Cheetos.
I will accept
SPG, dude.
I will
Good with
accept
anything.
bugs as like a snack. I
Sorry,
will
did
not.
you say SPG?
Salt, pepper, garlic.
Oh,
SPG.
I thought you were like saying
I would say GPS, but that's a
or
thing.
whatever. Like
SPG is dyslexic ESP.
And GPS is where you are.
Yeah. we're here.
we here.
Yeah, let's wrap this shit up.
Let's do it.
Should we?
All right.
I'm having fun. Okay.
Any plugs?
Wait a minute. Let's wrap the shit up.
No.
guys. Come
I
on,
fucked
come on. Yeah, we gotta do. Wait a minute. We gotta do it PC Boy style.
yo! My name is Samson, and I like to party hard.
My name is Teddy, and I like to play cards.
And my name's Max, and Shakespeare was called a bard.
What's our rap name?
White adjacents.
With the whitey shades. We drop the bars hard.
And we get all up in.
It's over. It's done.
Creole lady mama.
Good, because I was about to say a word I'm not supposed to.
Come what may.
But I am, baby. Let's go. Diagnosed.
Diagnosed.
Hey, sister, soul sister.
Do you think that can be a rap like diss? Be like, I'm autistic, but I'm actually diagnosed.
I'm autistic, but not for street cred.
I don't just say that because I see some posts. I don't know.
Yo, I got ADHD.
Here, wait. Do you
Is
have
that
any
a
dates or
squirrel?
any, like? Do you, anything to plug?
Yeah,
like,
Anything to
let's-
plug.
Yeah, do you have
Anything
things
to
that you
plug.
Let's get a
do
little
that-
professional.
Sorry, I thought we were going outro. and
I
just be like,
understand. I dropped the ball.
I will be doing Freaky Friday at Watson's
Here's the thing.
next
This
month.
is gonna. Okay, this will be out way after that.
Well, okay. It doesn't matter. I
Comedy.
get booked when I get booked. If you care,
It's sort of like
You'll come.
What's your Instagram?
Instagram. There you go.
what's my Instagram? TeddyK93. Just
Is that
follow
the
me
year
on
you were
Instagram.
born?
Yeah,
93.
93.
Look at that.
Shut
You're
the fuck up.
4 years older
You're like,
than
yeah,
us.
your youth is just whittling
What do
away.
you think about that?
Yeah, think about that. No, I want to. Yo, if you want to come to a show, come to a show. I fucking see you being like, oh, I just want to. No, come to a show.
Come to a show. Support
to a show.
them.
You got to put some
They're
effort in.
parents.
Yeah, I have bills to pay.